On Sunday, October 20th, the Israeli army carried out a massive bombing campaign against Gaza, launching around 100 airstrikes and violating the ceasefire under the pretext of security incidents. Since the beginning of the ceasefire on October 10th, when a partial agreement on the release of hostages was signed, nearly 97 Palestinians have been killed by Israel. The Israeli government has used several incidents which they attribute to Palestinian militants as a pretext for breaking the ceasefire. On Sunday morning, 2 Israeli soldiers were killed. While the State of Israel accuses Hamas, the White House says the incident was likely an accident caused when a bulldozer clearing the remaining ruins in Rafah detonated an unexploded Israeli shell. In response, the Israeli army says it fired 120 shells and destroyed 6 kilometers of tunnels. Quick to seize on even the smallest incident to justify the continuation of the carnage, Netanyahu's government announced its intention to halt the delivery of food aid until further notice, just days after partially reopening several border crossings. At the same time, the Israeli army is laying the groundwork for civil war in Gaza. After prohibiting civilians from seeking refuge in areas under its control, which now cover more than 53% of the Strip, the Israeli army is fueling internal conflict between Hamas and other Palestinian factions. While Bezalel Smotrich celebrated the return of war on X, and Netanyahu appeared ready to resume full-scale fighting, the US administration reportedly pressured Israel to maintain the ceasefire. Following communications between Washington and Tel Aviv, the Israeli government announced that the ceasefire would remain in place, that airstrikes would stop, and that humanitarian aid would continue to enter the Gaza Strip. The killing of roughly 50 Palestinians and the Israeli government's attempt to impose starvation on the population reveal just how fragile the ceasefire is and how quickly Israel could decide to resume its genocidal campaign. Faced with this situation, we cannot rely on US imperialism or its European allies to guarantee respect for the ceasefire, especially as Washington continues to pressure Palestinian resistance forces to capitulate and disarm. In the face of the possible resumption of war and Trump's colonial plan for Gaza, the mobilization of workers across the region is decisive, particularly as most Arab regimes have aligned themselves with Israel and the United States. In Europe and the imperialist centers, the movement in solidarity with Gaza must return with full force to strip Israel of imperialist backing and to support the struggle of Palestinians and workers throughout the region. Share your thoughts in the comments below.